Hello dear students, welcome you all to the online series of lectures. So in previous lectures we have seen that what is price elasticity and what is income elasticity, and cross elasticity and advertisement elasticity was pending. So today we are going to cover these topics, and after that we will see few numericals based on price elasticity of demand and income elasticity of demand. So just quickly we will see what was price elasticity and what was income elasticity. So price elasticity, we have defined that it is the change in quantity demanded with a response to the percentage change in the price, and formulas were these: delta Q over Q over delta P over P, and you will simplify it, then you will get delta Q over delta P into P over Q, where delta Q and delta P was the small change in quantity as well as the small change in price. Our definition when we are calculating demand elasticity for an arc, then it will be Q2 minus Q1 over P2 minus P1 into P1 plus P2 over Q1 plus Q2. So similarly, for income elasticity also we have seen that it is the responsiveness with respect to the change in income of a consumer. So today we will discuss the cross elasticity, and this is also same as your price elasticity of demand, but here the difference is that in earlier one, then we was discussing price elasticity of demand, there we was considering the change in price of one good and the quantity change for the same good. But here we will say the price elasticity of cross elasticity of demand is the change in quantity demanded for one product with respect to the price change in another product. Okay, and that let's say X and Y are two products here. So when the change of price is happening in X products, let's say, then how the quantity demand for Y product will be? It will be your cross price elasticity. So these two good could be related or unrelated. Okay, so related means they could be the substitute or complementary. What are substitute and complementary? In earlier videos we have already discussed. So complementary means which goods go hand by hand, like your petrol price and petrol engine car, these are complementary products, or your mobiles and mobile charges, complementary products. While substitute like tea and coffee, we can give an example, but these are not the perfect substitute. But yes, they are substitute. So if the price of one product substitute or complementary change, how the complementary product or substitute of that product quantity demanded change, it is called your cross price elasticity. So the formula here for cross elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded for product A over percentage change in price of product B. So with cross price elasticity, we make an important distinction between substitute product and complementary goods and services. So for substitute products, we will see that the cross elasticity for substitute products will be positive. Okay, and the demand curve you can see here, it is upward slope. So if good S and T are weak substitute, okay, like tea and coffee, we can say these are weak substitutes. So rise in the price of good S leads to small rise in the demand of good tea. For complementary products, if X and Y are close complements, so the fall in the price of good X lead to the large rise in the price of good Y. Here in this curve you can see that X and Y are in close competition. So if the prices are falling from P1 to P2, the quantity demanded is increasing for Y good. Okay, so price of X goods are decreasing, okay, and quantity demanded for Y good is increasing. There are few products which do not have any kind of relations, like we can say one example of cars and hotel business or tour and travel business. Okay. So demand for car and tour and travel business, there is no relations for such items. The cross elasticity will be 0. Formula for cross elasticity is same as your price elasticity of demand. So here you are seeing that delta q over q x, we will say, over delta p over p y, because we are calculating the effect of price change of one product over the quantity asked for another product. So it will be delta qx over delta py into py over qy. So formula will be the same, only prices if we are taking for x commodity and quantity demanded we will take for y commodity. That's why the name is cross, means we are calculating the change in prices and quantity of some other products. Next one is your advertisement elasticity or promotional elasticity of demand. So like if you are doing a lot of promotions, you are increasing your promotion budgets, and after that you are checking how these efforts are how these efforts of advertisements affecting the quantity demanded for the product. So it is called your advertisement elasticity of demand. Proportional change in demand brought about by a unit change in advertisement expenditure. So we represent it as AED. So it is delta dx over delta AE into AE over dx. It is same like price elasticity of demand. Here we was using delta Q. Here we are saying delta dx. Okay, so delta is representing again change over AE. There we was using delta P. So here we are using delta AE, which represents the change in advertisement expenditure. AE is your original advertisement expenditure and DX is your original demand for a commodity. So it will be delta DX over delta AE into AE over DX. Now, when your advertisement elasticity of demand is greater than 1, when you are solving and getting the answer more than 1, then what is the meaning of it? How we will interpret it? Okay, so it is relatively elastic demand curve, and relatively elastic demand curve means if you are changing your advertisement budget, it is going to affect the quantity demanded more. Okay, so the change in demand will be more, so it will be profitable if your advertisement elasticity of demand is more than 1, then your efforts will definitely going to increase the demand. So it means that the demand is more sensitive to the advertising expenditure and proportionately giving more than proportionate increase in demand. So if you are increasing your let's say for example, if you are increasing your advertisement expenditure by 1 unit, so in quantity demand you will see the change in quantity demanded will be more than 1 unit. Okay, if advertisement elasticity of demand is less than 1, so it means advertisement expenditure whatever you are doing, it is it will affect the quantity demanded but in lesser proportion. If you are increasing your advertisement budget by 10%, let's say, so change in quantity demanded will be 6% or 5%. Okay, and if advertisement elasticity of demand is 0, it means it is perfectly inelastic demand. It means if you are increasing your advertisement expenditure, it is not affecting the quantity demand at all. It means whatever expenditure you are doing, it is waste. So these results plays very important role to important role for managers, and they can make their decisions for advertisement expenditure based on these results. So these were all 4 types of elasticity of demand. It is very easy concept. Still, if you are facing problem, you can call me or you can catch me on WhatsApp. I will solve your queries there. Let's see one or two examples today. It are based on price elasticity of demand. So question is, consider the demand for a good at price 4. The demand for the good was 25. Suppose price of the good increased to 5 and the result, the demand for the good fall to 20 units. Calculate the price elasticity. So it is the very simple questions on elasticity, very basic questions I would say. So here what is given? The price is given. Initial price was 4. It means your Q1 was 4. Sorry, your P1 was 4 and Q1 was your 25 units. Your original quantities were 25. Okay, now prices change. It means the price change by 1 unit. Okay, 5 minus 4 you will do. Change how you calculate? Q2 minus Q1. So 5 minus 4 will be 1. It is increased by 5. And demand fall by 20 units. Okay, so how you will calculate it? The elasticity of demand formula we know, it is delta Q over delta P into P over Q. This is our formula. So delta Q means change in quantity demand. So how much change is there? Earlier the quantity was 25, new quantity is 20. So 20 minus 25, it will be minus 5. It means the quantity demanded decreased. Okay, minus 5 over delta P. Earlier price was 4, new prices are 5. So 1 unit change you have done and quantity decreased by minus 5 into P. Original price was 4 over original quantity was 25. When you will simplify it, you are getting minus 0.8. Okay, so demand is less elastic as ED is less than 1. So this negative sign, what is indicate? It indicates the inverse relationship between price and elasticity. It means when prices are increasing, your quantity demanded is decreasing. So I hope you understood this numerical. Again, I am explaining. The original price were 4. Original quantity was 25. Price increased by 1 unit and became 5. And quantity demanded decreased and it became 25. So formula we have for price elasticity of demand, delta Q over delta P into P over Q, and then it will be minus 5 over 1. Minus 5, how it came? This 20 minus 25, new quantity minus old quantity, minus 5 divided by delta P, new price minus initial price, multiplied by P over Q. Initial price was 4. Initial quantity was 25. By solving this, you will get 0.8. This minus sign is indicating when the price is increasing, the quantity demand is decreasing. Okay, so ED is your minus than 1, less than 1. Now, let's see the second question. This question is also based on your price elasticity of demand. Suppose the price elasticity of demand for a good is minus 0.2. If there is a 5% increase in the price of a good, by what percent will be the demand for the good go down? Okay, now in this question, price elasticity is already given and percentage change in price is also given. Okay, and you have to calculate the quantity demand, percentage change in quantity demand. So the first formula for price elasticity of demand through which the definition came was percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price. Okay, now in this formula, price elasticity is minus 0.2 into quantity demand we have to calculate, and change in price is already given. There is 5% increase in the price of the good, so it is the change in price. So when you will cross multiply, you will get minus 0.2 into 5, you will get 1%. So demand for the price of a good will fall by 1%. Again, I am explaining, listen carefully. This price elasticity change in, price elasticity of demand is given minus 0.2, and the change in prices, percentage change in prices is also given 5 units, and we have to calculate the percentage change in quantity demanded. So we will apply this formula, percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in price. So you put the values here, do cross multiplication, and you will get percentage fall in demand is 1%. So I hope these numericals are clear. In tomorrow's lecture or the next lecture, we will discuss the numericals on income elasticity, cross elasticity, and advertisement elasticity. Thank you so much for watching the lecture. If you have any queries, you can catch me on your WhatsApp group. I will solve your queries there. Thank you so much.